A wealthy mother decided to have her son killed simply because he wasn't smart enough. She picked up the phone and called a hitman, demanding they take care of her son immediately. What made it even more horrifying was that when the father heard his wife's decision, he actually smiled and eagerly agreed. After the boy was taken away by the killer at an amusement park, his parents immediately put on an act, disguising themselves as grieving parents who had lost their child. But the moment they got home, they popped open a bottle of champagne to celebrate. The reason they could be so heartless was that the boy wasn't even their biological child, he was purchased from an orphanage. This orphanage appeared to care for abandoned children on the surface, but behind closed doors, it was actually a marketplace where the wealthy could buy and sell kids. Whenever these rich families grew dissatisfied with a child, they could simply return them like defective merchandise. And returned children all met the same fate. They were stuffed into black bags, packed into metal drums, and the killers would pour cement into the drums before feeding everything through an industrial shredder. Meanwhile, a school principal was hypnotizing his own daughter, making her call him brother. Once the girl was under hypnosis, he immediately slipped his hands inside her clothes. This predatory behavior had been going on for 10 years, and on her 18th birthday, he finally fulfilled his long-held sick desire. When his daughter came to, she had no memory of what happened until she received a text from her mother. But when she followed the message's instructions and stepped outside, she was immediately kidnapped. Her father had returned her as a defective product too. The girl was also stuffed into a bag and packed into a metal drum. However, the killer responsible for disposing of these children had no idea what was actually inside the packages. Ben had become a worker at the orphanage to raise money for his mother's medical bills. When he accidentally discovered that the packages contained children, he immediately defied the organization's orders and secretly rescued 4 kids. But he knew this horror was happening constantly, he had to find the people pulling the strings to put a stop to it all.